We'll discuss the Laplace transform of some elementary signals. We'll discuss the Laplace transform of some elementary signals. The signal is the unit step signal. Unit step signal is defined as is equal to 1 for t greater than or equals 0 and 0 for t less than 0. So Laplace transform of u of t is equal to minus infinity to infinity u of t e power minus st dt. So u of t is equal to is replaced by 1, uh, and the limits are changed from 0 to infinity. E power minus st integration is e power minus st by minus s. 0 to infinity, you are going to get the answer as 1 by s, because u of t is a causal signal. It is u of t is a causal signal. Um, Causal signal, your ROC is s is greater than 0, real part of s is greater than 0. Second function is impulse function. Impulse function is equal to 1 at only t equal to 0 and 0 at all other value other than 0. So Laplace transform of delta t is equal to minus infinity to infinity delta of t e power minus st dt. One property of the impulse function is any function which is multiplied by impulse is nothing but that function is going to be defined wherever the impulse is defined. So delta of t is defined at t is equal to 0. So the function e power minus st is also defined at t is equal to 0. Substitute t equals 0, e power 0 will be equal to 1. So the Laplace transform of delta t is equal to 1. The ROC is the entire S plane. And the third function is the unit ramp function. Is defined as is equal to t for t greater than or equals 0 and 0 for t less than 0. Laplace transform of a ramp function is equal to minus infinity to infinity r of t power minus st dt. Limits will change to 0 to infinity, and is r of t is replaced by t e power minus st dt. Apply the uv rule. T into integration of e power minus st minus integration of integral of v into differentiation of u. We get the answer as 1 by s square, and the ROC is the s is greater than 0, because R of t unit ramp signal is also a causal signal. And next problem is the Laplace transform of sinusoidal functions, that is a cos omega naught t into u of t. Try to expand cos omega naught t into u of t by using the differentiation of transform of e power 80 into u of t is equal to 1 by s minus omega naught t into u of t is equal to 1 by s minus j omega naught. ROC is s is greater than j omega naught. Try to substitute all these results in the above function. Um, Laplace transform of any function multiplied by u of t is 1 by s minus j omega naught plus 1 by s plus j omega naught. You're going to get the answer as Laplace transform of cos omega naught t square plus omega naught square, and the ROC is real part of s is greater than 0. Similarly, sine function sine omega naught t is replaced by 2j. Other than 2j and minus, the remaining function substitutions are same. Try to substitute omega naught by s square plus omega naught square. Differentiation property. Impulse you can express as differentiation of step signal. Laplace transform of delta of t is equal to d by dt of u of t by using the differentiation in time domain. S into Laplace transform of u of s is 1 by s is equal to 1. Like this also you can prove impulse function. damped sine wave is given as e power minus 8 into sine omega t. So e power s naught into t x of t by using the frequency shifting theorem x of s minus s naught. So sine omega naught t is nothing but omega by s square plus omega square. E power minus 80 into sine omega t is nothing but wherever s is there, replace it by s minus a, real part of s is greater than minus a. Similarly, omega naught t is s by s square plus omega square, wherever s is there equal to s plus a. And some function is multiplied by t. I think we just require the property of differentiation in s domain. E power minus 80 of t, this result we already know, that is 1 by s plus a. If any function is multiplied by t minus d by ds of this 1 by x, differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Harvard is real part of x is greater than minus a. Similarly, one more time, if you do the differentiation, if you multiply by t is one more time differentiation in s domain, you're going to get it is 1 by x square is minus 2 by x cube. You'll get the answer as 2 by s plus a whole cube. Hence, the general equation is t to the power of n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial is e into e power minus 80 of t is 1 by s plus a whole power n. Very important. If anyone prepared for higher studies, any competitive exams, this formula is very useful. Find out the Laplace transform of hyperbolic sine and cosine functions. Hyperbolic sine h of 80 is equal to, it is pure real exponentials e power 80 minus e power minus 80 by 2. E power 80 is Laplace transform of e power 80 is 1 by s minus a. Laplace transform e power minus 80 is 1 by s plus a. ROC is real part of x is greater than a. Cos h of 80, cos hyperbolic of 80 is plus e power minus 80 by 2. You'll get s square, s by s square minus a square. If you just apply the frequency shifting property, wherever s will be there, replace s by s plus a. And next problem, differentiation by s property of Laplace transform is given by, hence find out t square sine omega t. So you know the Laplace, we know the Laplace transform of sine omega naught t is s square omega naught square plus s square plus omega square t square of x of s. You get the answer as this. Similarly, next problem is different t is equal to s tends to infinite f of s ds sine omega. It's an integration in s domain. Next, find out the Laplace transform of the gate function as shown in the figure as x of t is expressed mathematically ended by t is equal to capital T. So minus u of t minus t. Gate function can be synthesized as follows: u of t minus u of t minus t. You are going to get a step signal which is different from 0 to step, b from a. Apply the Laplace transform of u of t is 1 by s. Laplace transform of u of t minus capital T is 1 by s into e power minus s capital T. Given by, it is also expressed as minus t1 minus u of t minus t2. Solve apply the properties of time shifting of Laplace transform, you will get the answer. Last but not the least, just see the properties of region of convergence. The ROC consists of a is the entire explained for absolutely integrable and finite duration signal, for example, like a impulse signal. And let x of t is a right-sided signal. You can call it as a causal signal that is from defined from 0 to infinity. And the ROC is of right-sided signal is real part of S is greater than sigma naught. For example, consider x of t is e power minus at of t. The ROC is real part of S is greater than minus a. Whereas if x of t is a left-sided signal is nothing but non-causal signal, your ROC is real part of S is less than your pole sigma naught will also be in the ROC. If it is two-sided signal, then the ROC is a strip in the S plane that includes both the lines. This is equal to sigma naught. It is bounded by poles and extends to infinity. The last one is if x of t is right-sided signal, then the ROC is the region which is right side of the rightmost pole. X of t is left-sided, then the ROC is left side of the leftmost pole. Thank you. We'll discuss in the next class.